The notorious... Has this guy been spamming for real? Ooh. I'm going to scroll up and see how long you've been doing that for. The whole stream. And you remember? Yeah, you're out forever, I think, regardless. That's annoying. I don't have time for that spamming like that in my chat. Grow up or get out, to be honest with you. You've been spamming that way for the whole time as well? Damn near whole stream you've been doing it? Yeah, you're out, brother. Jesus. Forever. I ain't got... I had no timeouts there. I ain't taking some childish... Thank you to Notorious JT3 for the $5. Confused Cowboy, thank you for the membership. I appreciate that, man. Underrated featherweights to keep an eye on. Members are spamming in chat and ruining the chat for everyone. For real, you can't ban all of us. Members are just spamming the whole chat down. I mean, what time is it? 20 to 6 a.m. See you later, guys. No members stream today. And there won't be any members stream again if you pull this again. See you later, guys. I'm off. I'm going to do an early day. You're all spamming in chat. See ya. Good work, Piggy. Thank you for the $5. Tell me or telling me I'm wrong. This is the... Tell me I'm wrong or not. This is the most anticipated fight of the year so far. Fact. It's the biggest fight on UFC 314. It beats the hype for any fight at UFC 315. And Gene Silver should be thanking the man he has tattooed on his chest for the fact that this fight is as hyped up as it is. This is the biggest fight, dude. And I don't know what it's going to take to beat it. Not Sandhagen Figueiredo. Nothing on 315. Nothing on Blanchfield versus Barber. So we got ourselves covered for the best fight of the year. The most hyped fight of the year until June. Thank you for the 37 months of Jailton Almeida versus Volkov in the works for UFC Fight Night Atlanta in June. How is that? So what is Cyril Gane then, man? I hate that Cyril Gane gets such a free ride in the division. Cut him from the fucking sport, the fucking French coward. Thank you for the $5. It just proves that it's in the air in France. It's not a fucking historical thing. It's just if you're in the air, if you're in the French area, you're a bitch, it seems like, dude. So what the fuck is Cyril Gane doing then? Who's he going to fight? Pavlovich, maybe? That's a good fight. Maybe it's Pavlovich. Mike Harrington confirmed versus Juliana Pena. True. Thank you for the 6 months of membership. He's not French. He is. That's the new French. Cope with it. Thank you for the 6 months of membership. Guru, I saw some old clips of you watching Chimaev and supporting him. What's caused you to change your support? Only time you've ever rooted for Usman. I like Chimaev, but I did root for Usman because he took the fight on a week's notice and he was actually... Dude, when someone's expected to get steamrolled and they all of a sudden aren't getting steamrolled and they're actually fucking putting up a great fight, I can't fucking help but root for him. And I didn't root for him. Usman won the last 2 rounds of that fight, and the round 10-8 in the first round is one of the weakest 10-8 rounds in UFC history. That's a fact. Thank you for the 5. PLM. Early Prates versus Gary prediction. Usman got destroyed. No. It was a draw at best for Chimaev, and he was handed a win. That's a fact. Usman won the last 2 rounds of that fight. F.U. Guru, thank you for the $2. Prates, Gary. I'm going to go with Prates. I'm going to go with Prates. F.U. Guru, thank you for the 2. Jan versus Ilya, skill for skill. Who wins? Same weight. Ilya. No, Jan, skill for skill. But it's not skill for skill because Ilya's got nukes in his hands. How does JDM beat Bilal? Dropping bombs. Yes. He says it's going to be done in 1. So we'll see how it goes. While I 100... Jesus. Let me go on this story arc. The Bryce Mitchell story arc, dude. There's no harm that can come from it. It's going to be great fun and great stuff. I'm going to enjoy it. And I'm sure Bryce is going to enjoy it. Love the Bryce episode. In other news, your take on picking a job for whatever sounds good to others and for women's validation was terrible. Have some pity money. No, I didn't say that entirely. But thank you very much for the $5 Australian dollars. I said pick a job that sounds cool to say that you do. That you would be proud of saying that you do. If you're going to work any job and it's all the same pay and all the same hours, try to find a job that you are proud to say that you do to someone else. That sounds interesting to say that you do. That might provoke some conversation on saying that you do. You took that as women validation and fucking sounds good to tell others. What I'm actually saying is true. It really is. Don't be a fucking dishwasher in the back of a fucking thing when you could be something far more interesting for the same pay. It's a great take. Makes you way more fulfilled in life if you're going to be living that wage for a long period of time. Thank you for the $5 Australian. Mate, fuck O'Malley, yeah? If he wins, I'll be rather cross. Indeed. Thank you for the $8 Australian. No, I won't be. I like him. I want O'Malley to win this one. I'd much rather have O'Malley fucking striking in championship fights looking for KOs than Merab's grappling style. I don't mind Merab now. I think Merab's a cool dude. I just didn't like that he was beating all of my favorite fighters. Thoughts on JDM crowdfunding 315 flights for team? Tony Ferguson fucking finished. You're done, son. Where you at, McNuggets? And today I'm going to TF you. That's a technical fault. That's a Tony Ferguson fucking finish. That was good. When you said, you can do that as much as you want, but at the end of the day, the knockout speaks for itself, and you hit the deck like a bitch. When he was saying that to Chad Mendes. Well, you done fucking talking now? Dude, McGregor. You know what, chat? Yeah, anyone who's not from the US, which is rare right now at this time. But if you're not from the US, you know how much of a bitch McGregor made Americans look like when he was rising to the top of featherweight? When it came to Poirier in the first fight and Chad Mendes, you know McGregor made you guys look like such pussies on the main stage, you know. What, are you done fucking talking now, buddy? You can do that all you want, but at the end of the day, the knockout speaks for itself, and you hit the deck like a bitch. When he called out Cerrone, yeah. You can handle that shit first, McNuggets. You got something to say? Ladies first. Dude, they were so bad, man. Americans were so bad. They literally were rumbled by McGregor on his rise at featherweight, dude. Such an underrated time. Not even underrated, man. Everyone talks about it, but all of the theatrics as well was so good. 12! Thank you for the 2. Do you have Volk in your top 5? Nah. In the natty top 5, yeah. But not in the top 5 of just, for some reason, we have to include Jones and Anderson Silva. No, not them. But I have it like Jones, GSP. If we're saying non-natty, I have it Jones, GSP, DJ, Silva, Makachev. Maybe Makachev over Silva. Jones, GSP, DJ, Makachev, Silva. If we're including like cheats like Anderson Silva and John Jones. But other than that, like he would be top 5, yeah. Who did Silva and DJ beat? I know, but the defenses of the title and the juggling divisions of success and the even competitive fight with DC on one day's notice. I'm sorry. Like, there is some value there. Maybe not Anderson, though. Maybe Anderson would still be out. You know what? Yeah, probably Volk is number 5, and Anderson can go at number 6, to be honest with you. He did lose a fucking shit ton of times. But yeah, some great wins. Thank you. The DJ Khaled of MMA YouTube. I'll take it, I guess. Take what I can get at this point. Were you ever a bad teammate for a group project? Not really, though. I was always pretty good at school, to be honest with you. I was badly behaved, but I was quite good with the work. I don't know. I used to... The trick is at school that you don't... I don't know if you guys are still at school at any point, but... Actually doing the work makes it go by way faster, you know. Way faster. That's actually the trick for school. That I wish they would have they would tell kids. That's probably how they could get kids to like commit themselves a lot more. Actually paying attention in class. Like in class, I was talking a lot and messing around. If I was around certain people, like certain friends, I'd just be talking the entire time. But if you actually focus at school, it breezes by. It's only 6 hours, you know. You know, I worked like 10-hour days. So it's not as bad. When you really, focus, if anything. Actually care. Like, when I actually cared about the lesson, I thought, I'll just do the work because I like this one. It was way easier. I was so disassociated in school. Yeah, I was sleeping most of the lessons, to be honest with you. I could never sleep at home. I was always a bit insomniac. Bro, ban this Elliot Tard. What is going on? He ain't doing anything that bad that I can see. All the smart kids miss school. Miss it? I don't miss school, but I miss the energy of it. I wish I could have done it differently, with a bit more confidence. Oh, well. How big is your butthole? Okay. Well, that's the end of that bit of fun. Thank you for your inputs. Biggie Fatty. I don't know if I'm going to go to Memphis. Tennessee. I might dodge Tennessee, to be honest with you. Thank you for the $5. States I'm thinking of going to. Boston, which is in Massachusetts. I know these things, all right? Boston, Massachusetts, New York. Skip all that other shit. Skip all that shit as well. And then Florida. You know the Florida part of Florida. And then Mississippi. No, not fucking Mississippi. Fuck that. Arkansas. Oh. Is probably a place I'll go to. And then New Orleans. And then Dallas, Texas. I don't know why. But it's like a good junction. And then Phoenix, Arizona. And then Los Angeles, California. But maybe not. And then that's it, probably. Then I'll go home and call it a day. I don't think I need to go to Las Vegas. Maybe I will, though. You're going to need a year? Nah, just spend a little time in each place. I don't know, though. I don't know. I'm saying all this. I don't know. I might not go. So we'll see how I feel in a few months' time. New Orleans, I tattoo there. I hear a lot of people do. I don't get the meme still, but I hear that a lot. Did you see Robert Irwin's photo shoot? I did not. Oh, I don't. Yeah, people do forget often. A work visa on Bryce's farm would be a start. Okay, thank you for the 2. That would be a start, I guess. Thank you for the 5, Robert Dwight. I appreciate the $5, Robert Dwight. Maybe I'll do America in like 2 different stints. Like there'll be a week off at some point, and I'll do one half and then do the other half. You know? So I'll do like Boston, New York, Florida, and Arkansas, and I'll leave, and then I'll come back to Dallas, Arizona, Las Vegas, and California. That might be the move. I don't think I'll be able to do it all at once. Maybe 2 different stints whenever there's no fights on. Thank you for the 5, Robert Dwight. Appreciate that, brother. Thoughts on Lewis versus Teixeira? She, man, making me look bad on the rules, man. Lewis versus Teixeira. I mean, it's a shit main event. I hate that it's the main event of Nashville. And I hope it's not. But I'll probably go Tallis and Teixeira, to be honest. I think there's eventually going to be a time where Lewis is no more. So this might be it. UFC 315 is stacked to the gills. You mad feel of a thing. Thank you for the 20 Mexican dollars. It is pretty stacked. Come to Boston, I'll buy all the brews. Well, I don't fucking drink, Matt, so maybe. Self into a little fishing boat for the Bryce interview. Well, it's funny you should say that. No. But you best believe. Thank you for the $5. You best believe at the end of this interview, if me and Bryce Mitchell are getting along, whew, let me tell you, I'm getting the in-person fishing interview in America when I go this summer. I'm telling you. I'm gonna have to do an in-person fishing with Bryce Mitchell. Have to do it. Bet against Smith round 1 KO, free money for his fight. No. Thank you for the 20 Mexican dollars. Bet against Smith. Oh, yeah. Ming Yang Zhang, first round KO. Most likely, yes. Is aggressive fighting now not too long left? Thank you for the $5. When are you moving to the USA? You know what? It might be sooner than I think. Maybe I'm going to Arkansas. Bryce Mitchell was saying I could go be his neighbor in Arkansas if I'm willing to buy the land out there. It's only cheap. It's only cheap. So he's saying, you come be my neighbor in Arkansas. I help you build a house. We'll go fishing. We'll work the farms. And I was like, okay, let's go, dude. I might move to Arkansas. This might be the move. You can be a pig on his farm. Okay. Yeah, we got along. Me and Bryce Mitchell got along. He's a good dude, Bryce. I like him. Helps me get through work delivering packages. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. We'll definitely do tier list someday soon. CEO Chinese investors are them boys, though. Okay. El Jugasto. Okay. Thank you for the 2. Chapter 4 Homestead Guru would be goated. Yes or no, chat? When I go out there to Arkansas to do fishing with Bryce, just going to say it. When I go out there into Arkansas to do fishing with Bryce, gotta be mentioned, I'm doing a full-scale documentary with a camera crew. I have to invest with it, chat, yes or no? I have to invest. No matter how much it costs, I have to invest in a full-scale camera crew. I need to go all out for it. It has to be done with like a 2-hour-long documentary. Fishing with Bryce. These are the things I've got to put my money on because I don't spend money. So this is where I need to actually get like a 3-person camera crew and sound set up and a producer or something. You can pay a company to film for you. I can. You know who I could get? Brandon Buckingham. That's the perfect connect, is it not? I could get Brandon Buckingham. I'm sure he would know someone that would have... No, not keep it low-key. Shut up. Stop shitting on it. It's a good idea. I'm sure Brandon Buckingham, who's sometimes in the chat, would know some kind of connect to get a good film crew out there. I'm sure he would know someone with a filming setup. He knows Sam Hyde. I mean, we could bring the boys together, dude. Arkansas might be the relocation hub of the world where we reestablish the West. Mm-hmm. 1-on-1 would be better. It would be 1-on-1. I just mean the film crew. It wouldn't be someone else there on camera. It'd be me and Bryce. You know? My sister lives in Arkansas, a clean state. If you know, you know, yeah. Well, it looks like 2 ends overlapped. What am I missing on the background of this Bryce Mitchell thing? I don't know what you're talking about. Do you think Bryce gets the job done with Gene? Yes, I think Bryce wins. Of course I do. He sold it. You know what, chat? We confirmed it. This is a holy crusade of Bryce Mitchell. We confirmed it in the interview. I don't want to reveal everything. We talked for about 35 minutes. But this is a holy crusade. We got confirmation that it is. There's no chance he fucking loses this fight. This is a religious crusade from Bryce Mitchell. Good versus... Well, I don't think good versus evil. Because Bryce, as he said, would never consider himself good. That's above him to decide. Okay? So he did confirm that. He would never be so full of himself. You know what I mean? What topics did you tell Bryce not to talk about? I didn't tell him not to talk about anything. But obviously I didn't harp on certain things because I am in the UK. But he definitely covered everything. Thank you for if that's what you're wondering. Thank you for the $2. I don't want to ruin everything though. But he may or may not have repeated that a certain someone wasn't perfect. And you want to know why? Oh, I don't know. I don't want to tell you why he doesn't consider him perfect. Oh, God. There are a few throwback moments. He may or may not have reiterated that someone wasn't perfect. Okay, I don't want to ruin it though.